Welcome back, everyone, for another episode of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We are playing as a troll enchanter, recently of Vehumet, but just as of last episode, we have switched to Okawaru so that we can experiment with Vehumet Wrath and make sure it's manageable before committing to it in a tournament game. I was thinking some more in between episodes about Okawaru, really, and he's a great god. Good for trolls, good for everyone, really. Oh my gosh, just take me to the stairs. But I started to wonder if maybe it might be a better idea to take, like, Quaslol or something instead. In the actual tournament game. Because Okawaru, it seems like, is going to make me better at stuff that a troll is already really good at, like hitting stuff, basically. Wow, there's a lot of stuff here all of a sudden. There must be a guardian serpent around. Yeah. Well, that's exciting. I don't like this at all. I might be teleporting out of this. There's just too many things. I need, like, a better fighting corridor. Guardian Serpents have this ability to blink all of their allies around you in a circle. And, like, this is just too much poisonous stuff. Especially for someone without poison resistance. So I could use Fear, I guess, actually. Although I don't think the bugs here can feel fear. They're mindless. So it would really only work on the frog and the snake. I think I'm just going to teleport. We are running low on these teleports. I guess I'll try to kill something before I teleport away. I'm not sure what. A hornet, I guess, since it's slowing me. As well as all the poison. Holy smokes, this poison. Okay. We're out. So that was a situation where I was literally, I think I was still at full hit points, right? And in one turn, it went from like, oh, I'll just, kill this stupid frog or whatever it was that was adjacent to me, to like, there's a million enemies next to me and I'm going to die if I don't get out of here. And I had a couple of turns to get out, but not a lot of turns. And if you wait until your hit points are low in that situation, like, I might not have made it, or I might need to use more consumables other than just the teleport I used, like maybe some potions of heal wounds, invisibility or something, which, by the way, invisibility sounds awesome for that fight. If I get back there, I'm going to probably be invisible. I think this is disconnected, right? Yeah, he would be, if there were a space here, we would have been fighting this Black Mamba earlier. Okay, so there's the, like, end vault, so to speak. See what I said? It looks like a spider. It's very nice. And there's, like, a little bit of loot in there, I'm sure. But I was talking about Okawaru when I was, Okawaru and Quaslol when I was interrupted. Wow! That hurts. That was just a hornet? Oh, I see. While I was paralyzed, Vehumet hit me with magma. I see. That was not very nice at all. Alright, I'm going to kill this one hornet. I'm pretty sure I can manage a single hornet. And I'm poisoned quite badly, but I think I can just rest it off. I'm a troll. Yeah. There was some risk there that somebody would come and find me in my little hidey hole, and I would need to use a potion of curing, or maybe even heal wounds or something. But I decided to rest it off rather than, like, pop a bunch of consumables. Because I didn't need to heal right away, right? I just needed to be healed eventually. There we go, wolf spider. So, man, lair without poison resistance, no fun. Whoa, oh my gosh, Vehumet, knock it off. Okay, alright, so Vehumet Wrath is, it hurts. But it's survivable, and I don't mind spending a potion of heal wounds here. I don't understand. I don't think Vehumet is going to hit me again real soon, but just in case, I don't want to be, like, low on hit points. Godwrath comes at you, like, when you gain experience, basically. Not the instant you gain experience, but, like, when you get experience, a timer is decremented, basically. So if you get a certain amount of experience, they sort of queue up some Godwrath, which comes at you eventually, so that you can't predict it, but it's basically tied to experience loosely. So you kind of, I don't know, want to be at a reasonable amount of health all the time when you're, and so the Godwrath finds you when you're fighting and not like when you're totally safe, because then it would just be boring. It used to be based on just actual like turns, number of turns, amount of time, whatever, and that was not very good. People just waited it out in the temple or something. Okay, so there's that. I still don't know where this Guardian Serpent got to, and I'm not very keen to find out, but without all of his allies around, you know, assuming he wandered away separately. Ooh, we got 1 star of Okawaru piety. So now we have access to, like, the main reason to want Okawaru, which is heroism. It adds 5 to all of your non-magical skills for a while. Which, as you can see, our skills are, like, 10, 5. So adding 5 to them sounds pretty cool. Yeah, okay, so this Wrath is totally manageable. It's doing, like, maybe 40 or 50 damage whenever... Oh, I don't need that. Which is a pain, and it means I have to be more cautious than I otherwise would, but it's not... I could certainly die from it, no questions there. Oh my god, this fucking fire. How much damage is this doing to me? Oh. It only did like 2 this turn? Last time it did like 30, I thought. Alright, I'm getting out of here anyway, though. Yeah, so Vehumet has... Is this not... Okay, Mephitic Cloud, sure. That could have been a problem, actually. It wasn't, but that would confuse me since I don't have poison resistance. I didn't expect Vehumet to do something that does no direct damage at all. Yeah, Vehumet... Okay, whatever, man. That's what you want to do. So there's the Guardian Serpent, and we can just take him all by himself. Should be no problem, right? He has like poison venom bolt or something, but yeah. So as I've discovered that it's sort of hard to keep my thoughts in order here because I keep getting interrupted by what's going on in the game. So if there's something like really important, maybe I just stop playing for a little while and talk. But who wants to do that, right? Not me, not you. We're here to watch me play Crawl and listen to me talk. I was thinking about whether I would go Quaslol instead of Okawaru, I mentioned. And the reason for that is that Okawaru makes you better at what you can already do, like just tabbing dudes. What? How do I get there? Okay. But Quaslol gives you access to a powerful ranged ability. He's, you know, the god of storms and thunder, and or I don't know about thunder, but storms anyway. Can they, like, not get here? Is that why they're wandering away? Are they too dumb to get over here? And so to take out Garyon in Hell, which is, like, one of the bonus challenges this week, it would be really nice to have Upheaval, Quaslol's ability, which just does, like, it's targeted to anything you can see. It doesn't even have to be, like, it can be behind other enemies or whatever. And it just does, you know, you have to train your invocations to make it do more damage, but it can hit, and it's like it hits like a fireball, like it's a 3x3 square, that you do fairly substantial damage to. Let's, do I need heroism here? I might. Heroism is very, oh, we're getting piety so fast. I love this amulet. Heroism is very cheap to use, so if I'm in any danger at all, you know, I should be using heroism, basically. Okay, cool. But so in Hell, Garyon, like, he has a slightly ranged attack, and part of his whole shtick that makes him hard to deal with is he, like, sort of refuses to directly engage you. And I was thinking that for a troll, even with Okawaru, it would be kind of tough to get him, right? But if you had Quaslal's abilities, and you could just drop an upheaval, yeah, this is Vehumet. What are you even doing, Vehumet? This doesn't hurt at all. Did I not go in here? But if you had a few Quasal abilities, maybe you could kill Garyon with just, like, I don't know, 5 well-placed upheavals or something. Maybe a disaster area to clear out the hell beasts or something. Oh, hey Gastronaut. I did not mean to start tabbing you, but it seems like it's going fine. Cool. And we got a hat. Nice. Thanks, Gastronaut. A wizard hat. Oh, and right here. So there's the frozen archway. So we finished up Lair. It was basically done anyway. I'm gonna see if I can do Orc this video. Maybe I'll have to put some of it off until later. I don't know. But that's the plan for today. For this video, you know, you guys, I don't know what today is. Maybe you're binge watching. Maybe you go weeks in between watching videos. I don't know. That's your business. So what amulets do I not need down in here? Well, what stuff do I not need? Oh, I had a Ring of Poison Resistance, and it's been a while since I played, and I forgot all about it. That's embarrassing. Would have been way better than a Ring of Stealth down in Lair. But probably not in an Ice Cave. And I have all these wands that are, like, half empty. And all this food that's, like, doesn't stack. Ugh. Let's just leave it all here. Can I identify this potion? Yeah, Ambrosia. Okay, sure. So now I've got plenty of room to carry junk out of this ice cave. And sadly, I don't have any cold resistance, so who knows? I might have to abandon this ice cave. I have seen this ice cave so many times recently. I don't know why. There's a lot of different ice caves. There's no reason I should keep seeing the same one as far as I'm aware. But there's these 2 ice statues here, and then there's like a 3rd ice statue right here, I think. And that's the ice cave. I don't know, it's super boring. There's some much more interesting, bigger ice caves. I don't know, it could maybe be problematic for me, but I don't think it will be. You know, I have no cold resistance, anything is a bit of a threat. But these troll claws, man, they will just mangle any old... actually, I'm a little more hurt than I would like right here. Because, I mean, this is obviously no problem, but like if Vehumet were to decide right now is the time for Wrath, I don't know. If it were really bad Wrath, it could hurt. But it seems fine. Okay. Cool. We found some stuff. And this golden ring, cool. Alright, I guess. It's swappable, so we can have cold resistance when we need it. That's cool. So Orc has a lot of food in the sense that orcs are all edible, and there are like a trillion of them in here. So, you know, Orc, troll paradise, kind of. Trolls get hungry very fast, but in practice, trolls are usually like stuffed to the brim in most places because they can eat corpses at any time. Yeah, Vehumet has covered us in sticky flame. Sure, whatever. There's Fanar. Speaking of swappable cold resistance, let's do it. So he's an ice mage, basically. He has a staff of cold, a robe of cold resistance. He's very cold. And I would not mind getting a stab on him, incredibly. Like, wow. I might, you know what, let's heroism just in case. Yeah. Because, like, he might hit us with a few bolts of cold, and then Vehumet might do something nasty. And, you know, that wasn't likely, but now it would have been fine, because we tore him apart too fast with heroism. He could spike a lot of damage, and I just didn't want to risk it. And, you know, it's fine to spend a little god piety. Where's the other staircase here? It's this way. Yeah. It's sort of hard to see when it interacts with my travel trail. Woo! That's Orcish Mines, man. Hold down tab. You know, dangerous stuff can come up, but Orc 1, like, it's not very likely to. Is Vehumet still mad? Yeah. I wish he would chill out. But I guess it's fair. You know, we did worship you and then literally ignore you and then say, oh, let's try another god. So that's a bit rude, I guess. I don't know if it deserves bolts of magma, but it's a little bit insulting. Gnolls? I never see gnolls in here, do I? That's weird. Why were there gnolls? Maybe I'm wrong and there are just gnolls in here sometimes. I don't know. An Orc Knight. Let's heroism. You know, we would certainly heroism for like a warlord or something. But, okay, and you hit me with, what was that, a stone arrow? Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to just rest up just in case. Yeah, more wrath. Bring it on, please. I want the wrath gone while I'm in Orc instead of somewhere like at all dangerous, please. I mean, there are dangerous parts of Orc, don't get me wrong, but we're not in one of them. What is this? There's the invisible thing. And we didn't finish Orc 2 yet, right? Or even Orc 1, so let's head back upstairs. Alright, well, this wasn't the new area. Is there another upstairs? Not yet. Shorts. So I have like I said in a previous video, I have alerts set up for like when an enemy with a particularly dangerous weapon type comes into view. So you saw it briefly. Well, perhaps you didn't see. I don't know. I saw anyway. That it like the screen paused and said, "Oh, there's a guy with a weapon of electrocution," which is fine here. I'm not too worried about it. In the early game, electrocution is a bigger deal. How's my invocation skill doing? Heroism is down to 1%. That's fine. I don't need more invocations right now. I'll want more when I get to 5 stars of piety so I can use finesse. But look at this, like 20 unarmed combat is so good in Orcish Mines as a troll. Like, oh my gosh. Oh, Vehumet, thanks. Peace out. So that was it. We're done with Vehumet Wrath. That was super easy. And it was just way better than Zom. Way, way better than Zom. So now Distortion. This is a brand that I'm a little worried about. Because it can send you to the Abyss, which is like... I'm just going to throw a large rock. Yeah, take that, you stupid orc. And I got my large rock back, which is nice. So it looks like that's the plan for this tournament game, is to go Vehumet, abandon either for Quasal or Okawaru. I'm not really sure, honestly. I'm going to run the Okawaru or the Quasal idea by... This room scares me. By some people in IRC, see what they think. I know at least a couple guys have already done the main challenge and killed Garyon, and I think some people have gone through... I think there are people who've gone through Pandemonium already on this week. I've been playing a lot slower than usual because these are long practice games, and I'm, you know, busy explaining everything I do out loud. Where is the staircase I haven't been to? This one. So I'm not sure if it's a good idea to broadcast all of my practice games or what. Just because, are you guys like bored of practice games? You know, of course there's going to be a separate playlist for the real game, so you can skip this if you want. You know, you won't be listening to me if that's the case, right? You know, right now. But if it turns out that nobody really cares about the practice games, and I'm slowing down making video of them, maybe I just shouldn't do that, and I should practice on my own and then play real games. I don't know. Maybe you guys love the practice games. Another problem with the practice game is I might like... I might get... Come on, Sonja. I might get past whatever part I wanted to practice and then like just want to quit and like get to the real game. which would not be very satisfying at all, I imagine, for a YouTube audience. So it puts me in sort of an awkward position of like wanting to finish a game for the audience, but wanting to quit for like just getting back to the tournament that I wanted to do. So I don't know. There's, you know, some thoughts. I might or might not want to keep doing practice games. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this one. I don't want to just suicide it. Like, I'd like to go fight Garyon, and there's not a lot left to do before I get there, really. Just finish Orc, maybe Elf, and then head to Depths. But, you know, it's still going to take some time. And it wouldn't be a disaster if I were to... What is this all about? It's like a Dithmenos altar or something? Anyway, it wouldn't be a disaster if I were to, like, suicide here and then just say, like, I've experimented with the stuff I needed to try out for practice, and now I could just, like, play the tournament game for real and try Garyon. And, like, I'm not going to learn... Oh, is it impossible to kill Garyon? Like, no, obviously it's possible. Some people have done it on this character, so, you know, it's just a matter of, like, playing well, finding good stuff. You know, maybe if I found really terrible stuff, deciding, like, look, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do the challenge goal. But I think I've done, in previous weeks, the challenges have been harder than this, and I managed them all right. But it was a pretty close thing both times. I think... in the first game, what was that? Naga Wizard? Something happened that was, like, terrifyingly close to death, and I can't remember what it was. Was that the game I switched to Zin? It was. And I ended up, like, Zin saved... I don't know. Maybe that was week 3? It's all a blur. I don't even remember what week 3 was about. I accomplished all the goals... Oh, yeah, week 3 was the one where you had to do, yeah, so week 1, the challenge was, like, do a bunch of difficult stuff without entering Lair. And I actually decided to win the whole game without entering Lair. This is getting a bit nasty, and I don't know if I want to tell the story right now since I'm busy not dying. So where is the stuff summoning? There's all these sorcerers and high priests. They're the real problem. Okay, and I turned on heroism, which is great. Yeah, we're mangling dudes now. And I just want to kill all the sorcerers and high priests. The warriors are not a big deal. I've got enough dodging and armor that they're not really hurting. The problem is the smiting and the summoned demons, basically. I mean, and the warriors will hurt, I'm sure, a little. But they're mostly not the threat. And now I'm just back to tabbing, I guess. Something bad, you know, bad stuff can happen, but the situation is looking a lot better. That's what heroism does. There's still a couple invisible dudes near me, it looks like. Yeah, they're dead, though. So week 1, the challenge was to, you know, try and do a big portion of the game without going to Lair. But there's a bonus for, like, sometime during the tournament, do the whole game without going to Lair. And so I decided to do that in week 1. And I did it, but, you know, that means, you know, what do you get for your first rune? I went to the Abyss, I decided. And, distillery. Okay. Well, it's nice to know about agility, I guess. Yes. And I had a tough time where after I switched to Zin after getting the week's bonus god, and I bit off a little more than I could chew, and Zin had to step in to save my life. You know, a monster hit me and did lethal damage, but, you know, Zin rolled his d20 and it came up like 16 or something pretty high. And he said, you know what, I'm not going to let you die today. And, you know, I would have gotten hardly any points that week if he had not decided to step in and save this stupid mortal. So, like I said, I've made the challenge goals every week, but they've all been close. Except week 2, where I died like super ultra early, and like it was a disaster. I got 0 points for week 2. But once I have gotten characters off the ground, I've done the challenge goals, although just barely. Yeah, drop this meat as well. Yeah, I mean, that's certainly better than not that. Let's try this other cloak, though, huh? Yes, wear O. +2 cloak. I guess I'll take that over the strength for now. I don't know, strength +4 is pretty cool. Yeah, I think I need the armor, though. Week 3, I got into a really bad spot in slime after killing the royal jelly. I just made a really bad job of getting the rune and getting out of there. Oh, that's really nice. No, I want resistance. Give me that shield of resistance. And so I was down to like 3 hit points in slime, and there was stuff like shooting at me. But I got... No, give back shield of resistance, yep. So I could have died there as well. But you know, I felt pretty clever getting to the... Oh, and look, we're at 5 stars and Orc is done. So that's a perfect time, actually, to call this a video. So next up, I think we're going to do Elf at least 1 and 2, maybe Elf 3. And then I guess if we do Elf 3, that'll probably be a whole video. And if we don't, I don't know, maybe we'll get some deaths in. We'll see. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.